in some of the regions we have been covering so far. But let's see what action is in store for us for our first game of the day, of many as well. This is going to be a day with 3 best of 3s still. Well, I should say 6 best of 3s. We've got 2 streams going on. We've got a lot of tips as well. There's a... I don't know, copies... I can tell you what, that's not German, that's not English as well. My team's scared to tip. Okay. Have you got him muted? Oh, never mind.
I don't.
Sorry, No, sorry. I played, I was looking at our feed. For some reason I thought it was you. I'm so used to it, because usually I have a Discord group and a bunch of friends from school, and we'll just play a bunch of games and they'll stream a bunch of stuff, and I don't know why, I just kind of thought the stream was on. I mean, it's 3 a.m. I'm like slightly delirious.
Oh,
so
damn,
I thought there was
3 a.m. for you.
Yeah. It's
It feels bad, bro. You're having the tough shift today.
Yeah, I mean, you had what, tough shift. You had a couple times now. You've been waking up at like 3 a.m. So
Waking up at 3 a.m. I'm not sure which one I like more. I'm probably waking up than staying that long. I'm a boomer, you know. I'm no longer this fresh gamer that stays up all night every day playing Dota.
yeah, my my years are, I feel like, almost gone for that. I don't know, like, I'm alright. It's 3 a.m. It'll be fine. I'll be able to make it, but like, it's just I can't stay up nearly as long as what I used to. I don't know how long I'll be able to.
Welcome
to the club. Just a
yeah.
young 24-year-old. It's alright. Just not even old, and just want a game into the early hours of the morning. I mean, if I can't game, we get to watch all the boys game. You know, we get to be impressed with some of their performances. See how they're able to go up against each other. So again, like we were saying, mid lane, don't really need to hop on it too much. It's a very favored DK lane. Puck, you're gonna struggle. You're just gonna struggle. There's nothing else. I haven't really seen this matchup, honestly, like too recently, just because it's kind of banned if you're picking Puck, or you just don't draft it into it. So I will still imagine it's going to be very, very DK favored. Now, what about the Luna, though, overall? Because this was something we were saying, you know, nouns, they had the possibility of going back for multiple different roles with their last pick. Why do you feel like they, in the end, decided on the Luna?
You're not gonna be pressured. You're playing into Alchemist. You'll be able to farm up your triangle. You have mixed damage versus the Crepify. You have objective taking capabilities. You're really strong at the moment into melee cores because of your shard. Like, overall, a lot of reasons, but I really feel it's player preference. Like, you know, Dota is a funny game. Analysts, we try to sound smart with giving you different reasons for different things, but sometimes, most of the time, it's just like, yeah, I just feel like playing this hero. Give it to me, Mr. Captain, please. I want to play this.
Oh, Mr. Captain Fear is like, all right, brother, you want the Luna? You know, we're happy to give it to you. Double range lane, Fear on his ever so comfortable Phoenix as well. And how's top lane looking though? You know, we got low skill course on the Alchemist. Who
getting stunned a bit.
Oops.
Nice timing, by the way. I liked it. Just as you call it out, he stuns himself. Yeah.
I was gonna say. What was the item build you were asking for from the Batrider as well? Because I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Lelis is a bit more of a greedier Batrider player. He does get a lot more items, so is there some you're kind of hoping for in particular?
No, I would just like some movement speed bonus, Savage, like some drums, bearing. You could go for a Solar as well, but drums are quite alright for me.
Okay.
I'd like to see them. You can, if you want to, actually in this game, because you are playing versus a Puck that only has DK stun to worry about, I wouldn't mind seeing
Yuma?
An eventual blink.
Oh, nice torrent. What a torrent fade. I've been keeping kind of a bit of an eye down bottom. His torrents have been on point so far this lane, and This is a gigantic creep wave they're going to miss. They're going to zone fly out as well, so no one's getting the experience, and it's going to be a double wave onto the tower. Yuma will come back now, but regardless, I mean, Beansy's still going for fly. What?
Get him.
He got it. Oh my god, well done. So worth it.
Definitely worth it, especially because he's low on everything. He gets to respawn. Luna missed like 2 or 3 range creeps under the tower. This is terrible for nouns. Really, really nicely done on bot lane. Like, you talked about 2 ranged heroes. Yeah, they're 2 ranged into Kunkka and Pagna, but he's hitting you with Tidebringer, and this Nether Blast spam is goddamn annoying.
I just have to highlight what's going on mid lane. I just cannot believe they picked
highlight it. Yeah.
26 and 14 to the 10 and 2, and I must say I love the gloves of haste on the DK. This is such a cool, just like middle, like a small item. Of course he's gonna go treads, but the fact he goes it now just for that extra attack speed to continue to body this lane, I'm a huge fan.
Middle finger. It's a middle finger to the puck.
Yeah. It's like, you know, at the end of the game, you're going to be scrolling through the CS and like the last hits and all that at like, you know, early stage of the game, laning phase, etc. And he's just going to see copies like doubling everything. Last hits, denies, net worth. It's just... And what do you do? Like, because we've casted some games recently where Abed's been playing puck and a really bad mid matchup, but his team has done a great job to get him into the game.
Yep, you need to get this puck back as well. Get a couple of stacks for him. The only problem is you are playing with an alchemist, so he wants those stacks as well. But you know, once Puck gets a couple of levels, he starts farming with his spells anyways. So it's not about the right clicks anymore, the last hits. And he's rotating bot, so there you go. That's the move.
And someone's coming through the portal as well. They're going to be able to get the kill into Yuma. Hopefully Puck is able to get the gold. Just hopefully someone gets a kill in general, and they will. BNC is going to get it.
The ward got him.
It's a catapult wave as well. So again, and now this time off the back of the kills, the tower is going to go down. So not only, I mean, maybe not actually. They weren't able to keep their cardio alive. Should go down actually next great wave. Never mind.
Yeah, you're losing tier 1 super early on. Sometimes, you know, when you're getting crushed and you lose this tier 1, sometimes it even feels good. Yeah, there's no... Okay, first and foremost, there is the outpost to TP to. And second, there is no tower to keep the waves from pushing in, so you can farm a bit closer to the tier 2. It's not great, I know, but you have to... you know, you have to consider the little small things and be happy about something, I guess, when you're getting crushed.
Do you see what happens though when Red leaves the lane? Like this elder dragon form used in this tower with the Cardi. This probably will go down as well.
Yeah, they're not rotating the supports, so it's a problem with minute 7 push like this. You have to decide whether to help mid or to go secure the wisdom rune. Fly wants to snatch it. Oh, doesn't. He will die. No dive on him.
Is like, is this a concern though? Like seeing how bottom is gone and they drafted the Luna last pick to lane into this, or do you feel like maybe they misplayed a little bit?
Sorry, it was very interesting. I think Fly almost survived even, like he could have escaped. If he sunrayed across the map maybe after he had a TP. But anyway, it is a concern, of course it is. But at the same time, you took down the enemy tier 1 tower, your Dragonite is farming well, your Razor is farming well. So you've basically... Top lane isn't won, Alchemist has a lot, but so does the Razor, so... You won one lane, you lost one lane, you evened one out. Is it terrible? It isn't. It's playable. It's not great, but it's playable. And Luna is probably one of the better heroes to come back with. She farms extremely fast with a couple of levels.
See, there's an arcane rune, so I wonder if Copy's going to shove out this next wave. I thought he was actually going to get the arcane and yeah, fly. Nice dive away.
No level 6 on Puck.
Just what I've been waiting for.
This is some real hate on Puck. Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, they know what this hero can do. Like you said, it's a big middle finger with that early gloves, and apparently they're even bringing multiple supports to try and secure these power ins as well. So gonna occupy his jungle, and like you said, this is time for Yuma to be able to catch up. So he's got that all important morbid mask, and really our attention needs to be put as well on how this alchemist is continuing to go. And he stacks at the moment. They've blocked one of his small camps, and they've got a pretty decent observe ward as well that's just out of range of the sentry inside Dire's jungle, so might give Raiden an opportunity for Nouns to actually invade aggressively if they want to.
Yeah, you need some bad rotation for that to happen. Like, you need bad DK, I feel. I'm not sure where the damage is coming from if you don't have that. Maybe a Razor as well, but Razor is just farming, chilling at the moment. If you are Nouns, you're probably looking at the tier 1 top ASAP. If you want to take that. If Puck just went with Pugna, this Luna is so low farming. She does have that nice night vision going for her, so when it's nighttime, it's a bit easier for him to farm and escape the ganks.
We should get lucky with the rune though. Maybe this is gonna help get her involved into the early game. Bottom top, what's it gonna be? Oh, we got it. Well done, copy. Okay. Here we go on Mage Slayer as well. So back to that normal build that we've been seeing on the Dragon Knight a lot recently.
Run,
After
Yamson.
some of the nerfs or
Run.
fly. And Copy gonna try get the kill onto Red. Red's able to jaunt down. He does a good job to be able to protect Fly though. And Yamson, a little bit too late to hold Fly into play. So yeah, no one dies.
Yeah. They were going on Crystal Maiden as well top, but you pointed it out during the draft as well. They don't really have a lot of stuns. And Bat isn't 6, so no Flaming Lasso to work with as well. Just TP out, lol. Without Dream Coil, it's kinda hard if they don't have Kunkka around for Dire as well. Much easier for Dire, but they have to be together.
Haven't really... Yeah, go, sorry.
No, I'm just saying Mage Slayer on Dragon Knight, that's what he's buying.
I've really spoken too much about Gunner. Looks like it's going to be a BKB first item. Do you feel like a lot of the Razor builds, it doesn't really matter what role they are, is pretty cookie cutter? Like there's not much deviation from like a 1 or like 2 or 3 Razor?
Yeah, pretty much. It's always like that. The item build almost never changes.
Gunner. It's a big kill. They should have the damage as well. Yamson just out of range with the freezing field now, but it's not going to matter in the end. Low skill almost went down, but regardless, able to shut down Gunner's Razor, who has accumulated quite the net worth in this off lane, but low skill now gets himself a little bit closer towards that Radiant. It's going to be a pretty good timing as well, considering he's got, Soul Ring along with the Treads Windlays.
That was such a nice kill as well, because that Razor almost even finished off the Alchemist. With that kill, he will have the Relic now, minute 11, 12. Minute 12. No, not the fastest ever, but it's still pretty good for the Alchemist. He's had more or less a free farm lane. Or at least the jungling has been on point from him so far. Fly. Scott tag if he wanted to go in, but they didn't have any stuns. They just used the only one. It kind of feels bad when you have the egg, but you can't really go in and use it.
It's definitely going to be difficult for him and how he's able to play this game. Look how aggressive Fly's farming, though. Like, very, very interesting that... And it's just minor things like this where I feel like really good position 5s will just take a lot of the aggressive farm. And he probably also knows a smoke is coming eventually, so... You'll farm up meanwhile and then also do a secondary role as well. Pop the smoke. You will not avoid the gank, of course. But your job is done. You tank it for your boys. They can go back to farming. Speaking of farming, Yuma, this is a big thing that you brought up about the Luna. Your tower goes down. Maybe it's a little bit safer for you to farm. He's doing incredibly well. He's actually going to TP as well to Lelis to help out with this stack. So we see Yuma's got already more net worth lead than Conqueror, and that will continue once the Manta is picked up.
Yeah, because he is completely left alone. He doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to make any ganks, make any plays. He's just farming up, and of course he recovers. And this is going to be his area now. The Manta is the next item. You're going to be farming the two Ancients, the Hard Camp, and pushing out top. Probably, well, have to figure out what to do with Razor. If he continues pushing out top, then you're losing those creeps, but it's not too bad for you anyway. You're still farming up quite nicely. Radiance is completed, by the way, so Alchemist has that. And he's going for Blink next, so he wants to be very active very early on. No, no BKB, nothing like that, just straight Blink after Radiance.
Well, they're gonna actually look to try and make a smoke before this Blink Dagger. Potentially will path to the Alchemist though, so he can be involved. Scan is on the mark, so well aware of Gunner's current location. BKB yet to be completed for the Razor.
Yeah,
he's gonna hit. Yeah, he's pops the smoke. They're starting to tip him, but they should be able to blow him up before the reinforcements get there in time. And they will do so indeed. So once again, unfortunately, another pick off onto Gunner before that BKB. And another pretty good movement as well from Dye. 2 kills in a row.
Yep. They have a lot of damage with these two supports. Like, they can blow up everyone until the BKBs are up. Big items that you need, these two guys that just smoked up, they have Blinks, both of them, Copy and Lelis. So, I mean, if the two of them jump a puck, I'm not sure if they kill him off. Like, they need some extra damage, I would say.
Which they won't even find the puck down bottom. Red, he's out of there already, so very close to the Witchblade is going to be the puck, but we still see how slow his farm is currently.
Yeah, this rotation isn't going to connect on anything. The smoke is slowly but steadily running out. They can just farm out bottom lane, ward it up, and that's it. Nicely read by...
They see him. Fine. They have the Slam Ward. Big thing is Orbs used as well. So this gives him a bit of a window now where his mobilities isn't available. But big question, are they going to have the damage? And all right, well...
yeah, they have more than enough.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
That was more than enough. I was questioning it myself as well, but he is far away from being that tanky pocket 16 minutes in. He's never tanky, but usually a bit tankier than this, at least. He's had a really rough game, bottom of the pack when it comes to the cores. Lowest net worth.
Like, how concerned do we have to be about the Alchemist? Like, how good of an Alchemist game is it truly then? Because it's an Alchemist game and the enemy team has the net worth lead. That already enough should be a bit of a concern. But, like, if low skill gets ridiculously farmed, can he help out? I'll actually hold that thought if they want to continue to chase, because they will run into Fly.
He could egg here.
Yeah. And he will. And they're just going to run away. Maybe they actually want to try and take the fight on the supports. Copy gets assigned to the Pugnet, but nonetheless, Egg does pop. Yuma's on the high ground as well. Let's see how the Luna's going to look to get involved. You're going to have Red trying to show up as well. Eclipse is out. Red, he's committed. Now, Gun is here as well. It's not going to look good for Dire unless Low Skill's able to turn around, but he's got the blink, jumps over the top, catches Yuma out. Luna forced to just stand her ground and dish out as much damage as possible, but that is not enough to enable Gunner to go back in. He's got a BKB on the Razor, so he should be fine. Can they actually turn it, maybe? Gunner's got Fly alive as well. This Sunray's going to be able to keep him healthy, and now Low Skill, he's in some trouble. Lelis ready to jump in as well. Lasso's still online. But importantly, Chemical Rage is still up. Low Skill is playing this for the entire team fight. And that is exactly what Apex Genesis needed.
Yeah, nouns are just getting outplayed. Left, right, and center. That fight was terrible. They did manage to get the puck really low, but a nice Decrepify and keeps him from dying to Luna, and then he gets away. The only hero they lost was Crystal Maiden. Like, this is perfect. Every core on nouns died. If you're Apex, like, you're super happy with what just happened. Plus the BKB used on Razor. Okay. They didn't have Dragon Form. That's something, right? Like, Radiant didn't have Dragon Form. Diag died first. It wasn't like this good team fight from them. It was a very scrappy attempt, so it should look differently, at least a little bit, when they fight with everything online.
Bit of a freebie.
No,
Potentially. Glimmercap actually makes him work for it. Maybe it's not a freebie. Flies may die? Low skill, consider about jumping the Phoenix. Wants to try and hold the Razor into place. It's going to be a pretty good boat. But Supernova gives them issues. They're going to be forced to retreat away. Gunner with the BKB activated, but as soon as they see the buyback and everything committed on Nouns, this is starting to get a little bit awkward. X timing off the mark, unfortunately, very close to the BKB expiring. And in the end, I feel like Nouns kind of dodged a bit of a bullet there. Like, yes, she got the buyback out on the Crystal Maiden, but man, if that X timing was just slightly different, then all of a sudden you get the kill on Gunner. Maybe everyone else overstays their welcome, and then you get more. Fade?
He was eyeing copy, but nah, it's a hard kill, and his allies aren't nearby. But yeah, like you said, I feel that they did dodge a bullet, and that bullet is becoming stronger. This Alchemist has a BKB now as well, so he's able to kill that egg no matter what now.
We'll kill the Phoenix before it even has that possibility. I mean, still on the cooldown. Now onto a T1 tower. So they're kind of rolling now. Apex, they've getting these big items. Puck's, you're gotten out of the like most vulnerable state of the game for him. I mean, he's still not there yet without a doubt, but at least you know, he's got some items. Blink Dagger now getting delivered.
Yep.
I wonder what he goes for though. If it's just going to be a Lincoln's next. Issue with that is like a very high cost, and you're not going to have your damage with like Ag Shot or Maelstrom. So let's see. I wonder what he queues up.
Yep. If I wouldn't mind the Lincolns, because you're playing into bat, into DK. If you don't get it and you chain feed a couple of times, it's terrible. But if you don't get it and then you don't feed, then the game is completely recovered. Yes. You know, it's all about how much he wants to risk it. It would be nice for them to have an additional right clicker and damage dealer in case Alchemist gets controlled eventually. Like, I don't feel that Alchemist is the ultimate carry in this game, just because you are playing into, well, Gunner, who almost died to the Tormentor. He tried soloing it, but unfortunately it didn't work.
They're actually getting Roche as well.
Yep.
So, Apex probably going to give it to low skill, maybe red actually. Let's see, who do they give it to?
Both of them have an item slot open, and red takes it. Ooh, it is harder to kill. It is harder to kill the Puck, right? Sorry, the Alchemist at the moment. Even though Puck is generally harder, Alchemist has the BKB. He's got the Hyperstone now as well.
And like, I think if you kill the Alchemist once, usually you kill him a second time. Like when the respawn, it's probably no BKB, no Chemical Rage.
Yeah, true.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Preach, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Don't give it to these shitty alchemists. Just take it from them, even if you're a support. Take it. Justify it somehow.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And then when if they take it and they die, be like, I told you I should have taken the Aegis and pinged them. Be toxic.
That'd be a pretty cool move. Did he see? I don't think he saw Gunner. Maybe they'll see him going back to the wave. This raiding scam will connect though. Will it? What? I swear that was... What? Is it bugged for me?
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Sorry, you can go now. Well, I heard Radiant scan and it was like on when Dire were walking, but it said green for me. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Radiant did scan. Dire didn't.
Copy. Alright, jump in, onto Conquer. Pretty beefy, but not when Eclipse is going to be raining down onto your heads. He gets the Torrent Storm out. Low skill's going to be able to assassinate the Phoenix, so no Supernova inside the team fight. The retreat, it's going to be cancelled. Red, he gets a jump in with the Coil. They've been able to catch up to the Luna, but that's where Lelis comes into play. Lasso, buys Yuma some valuable seconds, but still it doesn't assist Copy, who goes down under the tower. The Supernova will force them away from the respawn of the puck though, but can she get out? Jaunt makes it down to the low ground at least. I don't think they got a glimpse of her, and regardless, probably were very scared about chasing in the air. That was a buyback required from Fly for that fight.
Yeah, they decided not to chase the puck in the end, or they just didn't see him. Fly, he could have bought back maybe a bit earlier. He was waiting for them to be deeper inside their side, and then he went in. But also he was almost the reason that they even managed to kill the puck twice. His egg connected on the puck as he was respawning. It was super unfortunate puck timing to respawn as he got stunned by the egg. Still manages to survive, so it's all fine. And overall, not the worst fight, I would say, for Apex. At the same time, they didn't look that strong, considering that they are 4k ahead. The Skunka just disappeared. He needs the BKB.
I'm slightly concerned that Puck's net worth, in fact, conquers has overtaken the DKs. Especially with how well Copy had a lane. It will definitely change her once he gets Manta. Of course, that's a hell of a farming accelerant for the Dragonite. And actually, like, looking at it now, dude, how did Dire play the map into 2 Mantas? This game is going to be impossible to play.
You have 2 Mantas on one side, you have this Pugna that can kill some of the illusions, you have Puck that can also skip the lanes and push in very nicely, easily, so there are some ways, right? Like, it's not perfect, especially when Dragonite gets his Aghanim's Manta. That's when it really becomes ugly.
AC online though. Low skill ready to go. Level 15 for Fade importantly. So that Torrent Storm have a lot of impact in some of the fights so far. And will continue to be the case. They're going to continue to posture around this bottom side of the map. Just locking in bot and mid wave. They do have a catapult around mid too. So maybe they can get this T2 tower if they want to consider it. A little bit hesitant though for these objectives. I'll poke bottom.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh no.
Dire's top tower
He's running out of the base. They see Copy behind.
And he's scouted out completely. This might be a forced BKB.
And it will be.
Now you're happy, like, if you don't have to fight this if you're Dire. You can wait the BKB out and then maybe go in. Top lane pushed in though.
They will definitely run at them now. They saw the Puck TP out. Instant smoke. You got to get out if you're Dire. They should see the ward go off as well. Reason why Yamson drums and force. Nice retreat. Very, very good.
It's not
Might
over
get
yet.
Yamson.
Yeah.
It's not the worst if they... Oh, BNC
Another
revealed
one.
himself for a second. Alright, they're going to lose 2 supports. That is something. And that is just a little bit of a slip up. Your Puck TPing out like that. They get a glimpse of it. And then you just see the instant smoke from Naz. Like, there was zero hesitation.
Yep.
Recognize that Puck, a very vital person. Let's run them down. Tier 1 tower now, Tier 2 tower now, and maybe Tormentor as well.
Bottom tower is under
Yeah, that's just a strategical mistake, I would say. Nothing more. When I saw the Puck TPing, I actually thought that he either... I actually thought that Kunkka just X-marked him and that's it.
top tower is
Because
under
that would
attack.
make sense. Like this, it was honestly a bit weird. Might get caught here. Oh,
No lasso.
no lasso? No lasso, never mind.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh, they got the Tormentor at least. They'd still probably the, again, worst shard you could get. Has everyone got theirs? No, Copy still doesn't have his, but... dude, Batrider shard. It's just so bad for this
Amazing.
support.
Incredible. Incredible.
Ah, yes.
Incredible support shard. Just
And
go
a
right click now. Get that witch.
Yuma! Yuma! Dude, it's so funny. Yuma and Copy were both standing around the wizard room for 28 minutes, and that they looked like they were both like, posturing in a pub match trying to take it from someone. And Yuma just, he resigned. He's like, all right, Copy, you can take it. It's important for you. You really want the extra level in the Elder Drac, and Yuma's like, all right, you get that, but I'll get the Ancients, and then he blocked the Ancients. It happens. Sometimes you step forward just a little bit too early.
Yep, let's see. There's a smoke happening as well. Is someone gonna step forward to get X marked? There's a big KB on this Conquest, so a chance for him to use that fresh item. Some Torrent Storm, but Alchemist is actually leaving, so they're wrapping around Gunner. He wasn't scouted out, was he? I don't think they know exactly where he is. Yeah, he's fine. For now, he's fine at least.
They say me can BKB TP out though. It's the big thing. Fade Smoke's gonna pop. They'll see the creeps away as well. And yeah, gone zero hesitation.
X mark? X mark? I think
he got him. Oh, I hate this change, dude. It's so dumb. I hate just why is this a mechanic now? It's just stupid.
Yeah, the BKBs are just getting nerfed in every single way. It's no longer a... We should have 2 iterations of it. We should have that. Is he caught? He's caught.
He's caught indeed. Another kill. All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, Roche is not up. Yeah,
listen up. We need a small king bar. Or a big peasant bar. And then we get the black king bar. It needs to have two levels. Because this isn't a black king bar anymore. This is some BS.
Like, this is such a big indirect buff to conquer. Because there is legitimately...
Holy shit.
Yeah, do you see that damage? Yeah, okay.
I saw it. I love that you had the same reaction. He has a DD though. Has a DD, he has a Witchblade and a Enchanted Quiver, by the way. So he dished out a shit ton of damage instantly.
It might be a 5 button, so I won't continue on. Copy's going to see the X. He doesn't really see anyone playing behind the Conquer at the moment. They do really need to get ready for Roche. That's the big thing. I don't know if it's up yet or not. They can always use the Lunar Illusions to scout.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, and it's hard. Actually, when you look at the 2 drafts, it's harder for Dire to stand in an area. It's much easier for Radiant to jump in with DK and Lasso than it is for Dire, but Dire have got the first advantage, right? Like they're around Rosh already. Let's see, Dragon Form, Illusion Sin.
Nicely done from Red. Pops the smoke, gets all of them but the Bat Rider. They will run into low skill though, pretty important. You're forced to Chemical Rage early on, and you might be happy with that if you play the long fight now and kind of Dire there on the timer. I guess Elder Dragon Form was used though, so I think it's got a longer duration, but still.
They smoke again, they're going in. Round 2. Round 2, let's see. Alchemist, no more Chemical Rage, that's it. They could just go in.
Maybe it's up to Copy. Again, dude, this puck.
Gunner.
Popping smokes, but Gunner's going to get them the information. Let's the start. Onto the support, and the egg dropped on the dome. How are you going to take the fight now? This is our area to skirmish in, and there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it. Low skill Chemical Rage still on cooldown. And we'll be up in 5 seconds. So when he's still got BKB, he's locking on top of Copy. Copy trying to get some separation. It's a messy fight as it looks like Nouns trying to regroup, but Copy will not be able to do so. So Nouns, I mean, they'll stay. He got out. He TP'd out. Oh.
But this is Rosh, right? Like, okay, so how many buybacks? Oh, 3 buybacks for Dire. That's costly. That's very costly. Your puck that wasn't having that great of a game as well now did have to buy back, but you do have Aegis. You do get it, right? Like, you get Aegis, you get the banner.
Do you have the same bug or is it just me?
Which one?
The one where she's like on top of a bunch of snow. Seen this one recently? It's
Crystal Maiden? Or
yeah, there. Crystal Maiden. Oh, copy. And BKB still cooldown for Fade. And they kind of split away. You have the Alchemist up top. He's nowhere to be seen. Torrent Storm will create some chaos. Simultaneously, Lelis, he's going to drag a freebie into Yuma's hands. Gunner's still a little bit in some danger, though. He's going to get sniped from BNC. Fade's still getting chased down from Copy as well, but the last right click and the breath
still living.
Off the mark. No way. No way. All right, he should be able to get him. He's got this free pathing, and Fade finally dies. Yuma also assassinates the Pugna. They did, I believe, get... Yeah, I mean, they were able to chase down Fly on the opposite side of the map, so it is going to be a 2 for 3, but they are a couple diebacks. Importantly, it's a dieback for the Conquer.
They will have Lincoln's now on Puck as well. Like, he's about to finish it off. Hunter's Gold. I feel like Kanka in that last game as well could have survived. He had the BKB, but he was too reluctant to just TP out. Being chased by Dragonite, he thought that he had enough damage, but Dragonite blinked in the opposite direction. So he actually had a chance, a moment, but he didn't know that. Of course, doesn't have all vision like we do. Let's see some. What's the item progression? Naluna getting the Satanic together with the Shard. Razor just completed that Nullifier as well. BKB will be completed by Bat before the next fight. And probably a big BKB on Dragonite, of course, will be needed. On the other side, a lot of these buybacks just stop them from actually purchasing anything. It's just the Alchemist with... actually with an Aghanims. Who does it give? Probably giving it to Puck, right? Yeah, of course. Who else? Well, that's nice. Like, suddenly this Puck has that one extra item that he really needs.
Doesn't have damage, though, at the moment. So it is still...
Doesn't he? Like, Maelstrom...
No.
Maelstrom, Witchblade, Lincoln's... It's not... And Enchanted Quiver.
Maybe. I don't know. They're pretty tanky on Radiant. I would... The big... This Enchanted Quiver is making me question if he does or not. Like... yeah, I don't... We'll see. Red might be able to get the kill into Lelis. That's such an awkward timing. They're both playing at the same time. Oh, he's even going in.
That's the tilt. That's the tilt when you go in on high ground like that. That's no... But he does have Lincolns and he's a Puck, so it's easier for him to escape than most heroes.
Bounty.
Let's see, they are thinking about pushing bot. Meanwhile, Dragon form top. They have form. They have glyph.
Oh, there's a lot of damage with the Condor. With BKB from Lelis, they're going to be able to get the drag back if they got the damage. Yuma should be able to deal with the Luna at this stage of the game. Force actually gets some distance away. Now this fight's going to look really bad for Radiant. The Torrent Storm not again taking a team fight in a close proximity area. And they've got no buybacks. Oh my lord, they used everything for low skill and they just didn't have the damage.
Luckily for them, only one side. Maybe Throne, let's see if they are willing to try and push their luck. They could go for Throne, but they don't have tier 2s on other sides. So yeah, they're trying to end it. This is the only play. Like, it's either this or go back. And it looks like they might be just able to end it. Glyph is there. Will it scare them off? I don't think so.
Oh, wow. I mean, they'll end relatively fast with the Nether Blast as well. Are you just one fight? Just one fight? Thrown exposed? No way. Maybe you're going to be able to get the drag back, but quick frostbite.
No buybacks.
And they're going to be able to bring it down. GG's Accord. Wow. Well done. What a fight. And we just saw these past couple of fights. There are a lot of tips for copy. we saw what happened these last couple of fights. So like you dump everything to try and kill the alchemist, and you drag back with lasso, you use BKBs, you use supernova, and as soon as they force staff and reap